Hello?
Hey Steven, what's up?
Hey Tyler. Well, before the rain happened, Brett was going to help me get some batting practice in for my next review.
Oh, which one is that?
Well, if you can fathom it exists, the Sandlot 3.
Really? You're gonna go through that after the second one?
I know, I don't have much optimism left either, but what little I do have is saying it can't possibly be worse.
Okay, well this is probably gonna be tough, so I'll be right over.
Actually, Tyler, I have to do this one on my own.
Why?
Remember when I reviewed the Sandlot 2, Tyler? How you ditched me?
I vaguely recall that.
Well, I have this way of doing things with franchise reviews, Tyler. When the lineup is set, you stick with that lineup for the rest of the saga.
Well, can I at least cameo or something?
I'll tell you what. I have a feeling I might go a little crazy at some point in this review, so if I do, I'll call you or Brett. Okay?
Okay, bye man.
The Sandlot 3, heading home. I can't believe they got approval after making Sandlot 2. And David Mickey Evans, the maker of the original Sandlot film, like the sequel, is involved with this movie too. He didn't direct this one, but I still don't get why he tarnished the legacy of such a wonderful movie, let alone doing it twice. It starts off with a retrospective special on our main character.
Babe Ruth, Ty Cobb, Lou Gehrig, Hank Aaron, Cal Ripken, and a handful more are all considered to be the greatest hitters in baseball's celebrated history. But this list would not be complete without one name in particular. Tommy Santa Santarelli.
What a great way to start off this travesty, comparing your main character to people far greater than he could ever hope to be. Santa Claus is a dynamite ball player. Tommy is a gifted egotist, a very dangerous combination, and is notorious for not being a team player. He's also very cocky.
Been working on that new pitch we talked about?
What new pitch?
It's called the strike. And Santa takes that to the North Pole.
Now, right? On the big night. When I say now, I want you to light it up, okay?
What, now?
Now.
Now?
When I say now, Lou.
Now?
Lou, your head's like cement. Now is now,
What do you
right?
mean now?
Now.
Okay, now. No, not now. Pull it out.
Those are the absolute dumbest and most forced circumstances by which an incident like that could ever happen. What? What? That makes no friggin' sense. Barely more than 5 minutes, and this movie is already losing me. Well, let's see what crowning achievement of child actors they managed to get for this movie.
We should do something.
Yeah, kick him. See if he's faking it.
What are you, nuts? Nuts? Good idea. Kicking the family jewels? Excellent fake breaker.
Oh my god. These kids are actually okay. They kinda sorta sound like real kids. Not perfect, but eons ahead of the Sandlot 2 cast.
What's your name, kid?
Who you calling kid, Tubbs?
I think he's that new kid who just moved on to Glenview Road.
What are you talking about? I live in Beverly Hills. What's up with this kid crap? Hey, which one of you jacked my phone? I need to call my agent. Don't even think about autographs.
You know, Tommy, you have the brain of a 41-year-old. Can you not comprehend that you've hit reverse puberty? No, it takes him seeing a banner with the current year on it and his own reflection to realize what's happened. Tommy passes out and is taken home, where he sees his mother again and, thankfully, stops being a jerk.
It's really good to see you again.
Oh, honey.
I've missed you so much.
Oh, honey. I'm right here.
The next morning at breakfast, Tommy can't seem to comprehend the reality he's stuck in.
I play center field for the Dodgers, and somehow I'm back here.
Oh, my lord. Maybe you have a concussion and I let you sleep too long. I'm gonna call the doctor right now.
Mom, put down the phone. I don't think I have a concussion. I just think I'm dead.
Oh yeah, because that's clearly less severe. At the doctor's, Tommy unfortunately falls back into being a jerk.
Other than a little bump on your noggin, I think that it's fine.
Look at this haircut. Look at these weak little biceps. How can you call any of this fine? Let's go, Mom. This guy's a quack.
But then we get a reminder that his mother has cancer.
I guess I'm strong enough for the chemo again.
Then maybe we should pick up on the treatments where you left off before the movie. I'd show him some pictures of family and friends just to bring him back to reality.
Well, maybe that's what he's fighting. Reality.
And at the rate he's going, he's probably going to be fighting it for the rest of the movie. After an unsuccessful attempt at trying to snap him out of it, the Sandlot kids come to check up on Tommy, and he's forced out by his mom. But here's a nice surprise. Benny from the first movie is back at the Sandlot. It's too bad they couldn't get Mike Vitar, the original actor who played Benny, but he's off being a firefighter and saving lives and some shit. But this guy does do a decent impression, even if it does sound a little like Cheech Marin.
You asking me how I got here? Same way these kids are gonna get there. Because they love to play ball. That's the key, kid.
Tommy sits out the first round, but is soon joined by another spectator.
New to town?
Oh my god, it's Squints! And unlike with Benny, they did get the actor from the first movie. For that alone, this movie just got a lot of bonus points. During Tommy's bench time, we get exposition about every player on the team. IQ is too scientific to actually play the game. Wings is a great runner. Walk and Roll are a dynamic duo. DP is the catcher who has a sensitive hand when pitched to. Timber is a pitcher who can pitch some real heat, though not to batters. And Two-Tone is husky and loves food. Gotta have one of those, I guess. There's also Ryan, but we'll get to him later. Upon a team-wide challenge from Benny for the kids to hit off a major leaguer, Tommy goes up to bat, keeping up the cocky attitude.
And I'm just gonna go nice and easy on you at first, okay?
You know what, Benny? That's always been your problem. You're too nice.
Excuse me?
You're excused. Now bring it. And Santa takes it to the North Pole.
Nice shot,
Come
kid.
on, our team, we could enter the All-City Championship.
Enter? You guys could win it.
Guys, who said anything about me playing on your team? I'm not gonna be here that long. I showed you how it's done. That's my little gift to you guys. Hey, you don't call me the Santa for nothing.
Stupid Santa.
Suddenly, a realtor named Earl Needman and his son EJ come along, taking measurements for some condos which Needman claims he will build on the Sandlot.
City's putting a Sandlot up for sale.
You can't sell the Sandlot.
Oh, yeah, they can. And I'm buying it.
Well, as long as I'm commissioner here, I don't see that happening.
You tell him, Squints.
Well, then clean your glasses.
Don't you talk to him like that, Earl. You're standing in the presence of cult film royalty. Tommy and his mother go for a movie night to watch Young Frankenstein. The Sandlot kids sneak in through the bathroom window.
2, 1.
That's it. I bet you feel better already.
Well, give the movie some credit. It took like half an hour for a joke like that to appear. Then they slip into the theater with some assistance from the bumbling policeman, Officer Porkchop. Yes, that's really his name.
Why don't you take your friends outside so you can talk?
Mom, I missed the part where Monster sings and dances. I love this part.
Tommy, would you look at the screen? You've got plenty of time until that part comes up.
I can't.
Hey, Tommy, I'm only gonna ask you this once, so I want you to be completely honest with me, okay? Mm-hmm. Can you spot me 25 cents for some goobers?
It's just what I'd expect, but something about that kid's performance entertains me. They get nowhere with Tommy because the usher finds them.
Kill the monster!
Kill the monster.
Wait, now it's even past the dancing part. Is young Frankenstein falling through a time warp? Thankfully, the usher is the most incompetent usher of all time.
Hey, usher guy, I found my tickets.
There's only 2. What about all the other guys?
What other guys?
In the chaos, however, getting Tommy on the team was not accomplished. So what does that say about this scene?
It was all completely meaningless.
Hanging out in a diner the next day, Tommy is visited by Ryan, to whom he finally opens up in a calm, clear manner.
I don't know if this is a dream, or a second chance, or what. I'm gonna enjoy it for as long as it lasts. Because of one reason and one reason only. My mom's here. I'm gonna spend as much time with her as possible. Hey, Ryan. Thanks for listening, buddy.
That boy's mute.
Yeah, I know. What happened there?
He hasn't spoken a word since his father died 4 years ago.
Whoa.
Hey, Tommy's here because he wants to be with his dead mother, and Ryan has a dead father. Kindred spirits. Nice touch. Then another baseball team, led by EJ, comes into town and messes with Ryan. Tommy quickly comes to his aid, followed by the other boys. Now, The Sandlot 2 bombed pretty dang hard with its verbal throwdown, so I don't think this movie could be much worse.
I'm not gonna get into this sophomore name-calling contest with a kid. Frankly, it's beneath me.
You should spend more time working on your baseball practice than your weak insults.
Insulting you isn't work.
Oh, yeah?
It comes pretty easy.
Now, is it true that your mother smacked the doctor when you were born?
Speaking of mothers, do you guys need another player? Because my mom plays ball pretty good, and she's better than all you fools.
Nice. That's the good stuff.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I can't hear you. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Well, at least my mom's not sick.
This scene makes me almost as angry as I was at Casper A Spirited Beginning when Mr. Carson... You know what? This scene is on a level with that scene. What kind of deplorable, immoral, dirty, rotten scumbag would insult someone with the fact that their mother has cancer?
Yeah! Got her!
In a sick, twisted sort of way, that kind of makes sense, but I'm still angry. I'm getting really angry at this scene. Could you get over here real quick? Thank you. You call it? Yeah. Hold me back, Chris! You're just deplorable, immoral, scumbag! Why would you say that?
It's just a scene! Just calm down. Just... What did the movie do, anyway?
Well, they were having a verbal throwdown, and the bully made fun of a kid whose mom has cancer with this.
Well, at least my mom's not sick.
Why that little... No, he's such a scumbag! You... He doesn't even...
Stop! Calm down. Calm down. Calm down, okay? Okay, come on, let's go get some soda, okay? Okay, come on. Get back to your view, Steven.
Okay. Alright. I'll just let Tommy be angry for me.
You ever say something like that again, I will ruin you. I'll go Tarantino on you so fast, you won't know what hit you.
Tara, what?
I think that's some kind of martial arts.
It means I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you real bad. You got that?
Do we get to play him?
Yeah. I'm in.
Tommy, still kind of an egotist, tries coaching the team as well. The key word being tries.
Just because I'm husky doesn't mean I have to play catcher.
210.
What?
You're not husky.
See? You're fat. That's it. Come here.
Oh, let's go. Run. Is practice always like this?
No. Sometimes Two-Ton chases somebody else.
We've got a long way to go.
Wrong path, Timber.
That night, a meeting at the church takes place where Neiman tries to convince the community to allow his condos to be built on the Sandlot, while Squints defends its right to remain standing. Now, while I do side with Squints here, Neiman being your typical scumbag and all, his argument is a bit weak. Neiman's argument:
The condominiums I'm proposing will bring nice affordable housing, more jobs, and more pride. Now let's be honest, who couldn't use a little of that nowadays?
To which Squints responds,
The only thing that Earl Needman has ever cared about is fattening his wallet.
Neiman kind of already admitted to that.
I am not gonna stand up here and lie to you fine people and tell you that I'm not in this to make a buck, because I am, and I sure will.
We're losing something more important than any of us can imagine.
And what would that be, Mr. Palladors?
Our history.
Neiman already said that too.
I know most of you have a sentimental attachment to that old Sandlot. Heck, I even used to play ball there myself back in the day.
But what's important is he has a good selling point.
How many of you people grew up playing ball in that old field? And how many of you are willing to take that opportunity away from your kids? This man is
unless we stop him now.
We get a dream sequence of Tommy's past wife, Judy, and a moment when he decides to ditch her in Los Angeles to play for the New York Yankees.
They are making me the offer of a lifetime.
I thought that's what I was doing. Baby, I love you.
Judy, no!
You're not gonna get another chance.
I get the vignette thing for the dream sequence, but why are they filming it with a lens that duplicates the effect of beer goggles? Tommy is woken up ultimately by tapping on the window from the guys. They creepily use parallel dialogue.
You're not gonna get a second chance at this.
Tommy goes with them to the abandoned house of Mr. Myrtle to get a stash of new equipment. After a cute reference to the original movie,
Names their dog Hercules.
It was probably just some chihuahua or something. You know how people name their dog just the opposite of what they are.
And a quick prank. They search the house and come across various other cheap jump scares. They find a special autographed ball on a pedestal and take it off, setting off a bunch of traps in the house that are there because Myrtle got massive paranoia before he died. They are scared off and get some equipment off screen the next day. They still have the baseball from Myrtle's, which they deem their lucky charm.
Our lucky charm!
Our championship!
On three, guys. 1, 2, 3, Sandlot!
They are joined on the Sandlot by Benny, who's currently benched from the Dodgers with a bad knee and wants to help the team practice.
That is if there's room for more than one coach on this team.
I say that's... Buffinato!
What the heck kind of a word is Buffinato? Oh my god. Buffinato is a literal nonsense word. It doesn't exist anywhere in polite society or otherwise. It's like something Lewis Carroll would come up with, but people know the words he came up with. Tyler, get Brett and get over here. Tonight, gentlemen, we drink to the Sandlot 3. With the word Buffinato, it has defeated Google. Cheers! Now let's enjoy the training montage.
In the summertime, when the weather is high, you can just ride up and touch the sky. Feel along the lane, 2 ton over to the 25.
DP, give me a target.
Yes!
Alright. Recap. Timber can now pitch properly, DP suddenly realized he's right-handed, and the guys enter the All-City tournament with Squints sponsored uniforms, cueing yet another montage.
It's 2 in a row. 2 to go. We keep this up, we'll be playing Neiman's team in the championships. Hey, Chop, any inside word on the city council vote?
Oh, yeah. Split straight down the center every time.
What's it gonna take to get this thing behind us?
I'm not liking the looks of this.
I saw you play today. You got a lot of potential. If you're on the right team.
Of course. Oh, great. Slaying his destiny went out again. We cut to another town meeting where Neiman proposes a solution to the property dispute.
If my team wins, we get to build and develop on the Sandlot. Mr. Pallador's team wins, the Sandlot stays.
The kids are playing great ball, and with Santarelli in center field, we can't be beat.
Oh god, they don't know yet.
We accept the challenge. On one condition. The game for the Sandlot is played on the Sandlot.
Tommy tries explaining to the team about why he has to play for Neiman.
I have to play for Needman. It's because of that catch I got into St. Agnes Prep. Because of my years in St. Agnes, I got scouted and drafted in the first place. I can't risk my whole future for the Sandlot, can I?
As you can see, he's lost them all. Ryan's just staying because he's a good listener. Until he opens up his mouth.
Maybe you're the one who shouldn't speak for a while.
You can talk?
You play with us, teach us all this great stuff about baseball. Being a team, playing together. You made us feel for the game, and it showed. I thought we were showing you something, too.
Yeah? What's that?
Friendship, dummy.
That was so cheesy. But I agree. Tommy's retread sucks. It's like going on a diet. You start for a few days, think it's going pretty well, and then someone shows you a slice of cake, and then you're royally screwed. Badly, as evidenced by the return of Tommy's cocky loner attitude.
We hit the cutoff, man. Do you understand me?
Just let me do what I have to do. Leave me alone, EJ.
Destiny does seem to be paying off, though, as Earl invites a St. Agnes talent scout to the final game to watch Tommy play. But two prior conversations give Tommy some things to think about. One of them is between Benny and Squints.
Nothing like it, though, huh? Coming out to the old ball field, spending the summer with your friends, playing the sport you love.
Yeah. Playing in the majors must be really great, huh?
I was talking about you guys.
And the other with his mom.
I don't know if I should go.
Why not?
Guess I need to be here with you.
I'm so grateful to have such a wonderful son. When you go play the game you love, I'll be here when you get back. Good things happen to good people, Tommy.
That last part came out of nowhere. Ryan speaks up again by giving the guys a pep talk beyond even Benny's capability.
You guys love baseball. You eat, drink, and sleep baseball. But nothing compares to playing it. Tommy taught us a lot about baseball skills. Instead of being mad at him, let's show him exactly what he failed to learn from us. How to play the game we love.
All right, guys. What he said.
Tommy, after some heat with Needman, turns the other cheek.
I made a deal to play for Neiman's team because I thought it was my destiny.
This isn't the part where you go off about the Dodgers, the Hall of Fame, and your smoking hot girlfriends, is it?
This is the part where I throw that all away to do what's right, to play ball with my friends. I would rather lose a game with my real team than win one for all the wrong reasons.
That was even hookier than Ryan's speeches. Oh well, I'm just glad Tommy's got his stuff together.
You can kiss St. Agnes goodbye.
Yeah, and that's not the half of it.
The game starts up and we get yet another montage. I get the efficiency factor, I really do, but this is the third one in the movie. It just comes across as lazy. Thankfully, since it's the climax, more emphasis is given to the final inning. Bomb of the last inning, 2 outs on Needman, runner on base, Sandlot leads 5-4. That's an interesting coincidental parallel. In his original life, Tommy made the over-the-fence catch for Needman's team, but now he's doing the same thing just for the Sandlot team. That's deep. Tommy goes home after the game to his mom in what are probably her final moments. Brace yourself, guys. This is a guy who has to live through the death of his mother a second time. It's gonna be tense. Oh, come on! The emotional potential there was astounding! And you guys blew it.
This belongs to you.
Well, that's not good. He's hanging out the window and he just got knocked out with a baseball. He'll probably fall and break his neck or something.
I think he's waking up, Doctor.
Welcome back.
Or, he'll just reawaken in the future. Wait, what? Is that the great secret to time travel? Getting hit in the head with a baseball while being blinded by fireworks? But I know the more pressing question at hand here. Was this whole movie a friggin' dream? Though it does leave Tommy in the same confused state from the beginning of the movie, he wakes up to see that his second chance has paid off. IQ is his doctor, Ryan runs a sports radio show, Tommy has been a career-long Dodger, still managed by Benny, and he even has his wife Judy back, complete with kids. Now I'll have to go through the awkward phase of remembering who his family is. That'll be fun.
It's just like you said, Mom. Good things to good people.
That still feels completely out of nowhere.
Tommy could be the most loved player, teammate, and leader the game's ever seen. But the thing he treasures most to this day is saving the Sandlot.
Forever.
That was weak. So that was The Sandlot 3 Heading Home. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, that's not completely true. This movie definitely has problems, namely in the character of Tommy. His up and down roller coaster routine about having a second chance at childhood and being with his mom versus following his supposed destiny makes his arc a pretty awkward one. Like The Sandlot 2, this movie uses music that is simply meant to be time period music and less to fit the mood of the scene itself. It also overuses montages. And finally, the third act gives way to extreme hokiness, even though the rest of the movie is a bit hokey as well. And I feel like there were missed opportunities for the ending, like a short montage showing Tommy actually living his entire second chance of a life. I know I just said they overused the montage, but they could have cut out a couple of the other ones and used this one instead. However, the boys in this movie are decent actors. The sideline presences of Benny and Squints in the movie were both a dose of nostalgia and a fresh take on these classic characters. It just felt nice to see them on screen again. A fair portion of the comedy is actually pretty good too, as is the message of morality and making choices for the right reasons. Nothing special, but decent enough. Is this worthy to call itself a sequel to a masterpiece like The Sandlot? Probably not, but I still have a soft spot for it. But most of all, I'm just glad this movie went for an original story rather than carbon copying the first one again like The Sandlot 2 did. This movie, at the very least you can say, is a grand slam ahead of The Sandlot 2. Except in one particular area, the plot holes, for which this movie's aren't even very big. Except this first one. How does the time travel in this movie work? Here's my theory. It's not time travel at all. It's Inception. His first dream is a dream within a dream, a cautionary tale about going down the wrong path, which covers years of his life. The ball to the head awakens him in the dream one level up, where he's back in his childhood for a few weeks and makes the correct choices. He's able to have regular dreams during this time because only the baseball and the fireworks combined are jarring enough to serve as a kick. As such, that kick happens again, waking him up in his true life, a life that is good and wholesome. In short, Tommy was just going a little nuts because he got stuck in the second level of dreaming too long. The movie says it's time travel, but I think my explanation makes more sense. Who owns the Sandlot exactly? Squints, according to this movie, is a baseball commissioner of some sort, but it seems to be a city park or something given that the city is allowed to sell it. And you know the greatest part about this whole thing? This sequel makes no reference or mention to the characters or events of The Sandlot 2. So, as far as we can tell, you can consider this the only Sandlot sequel, and you can forget that this ever happened.
I say that's Buffinato.